Okay, so first mistake that you did, because we talk E and you forgot to go at lane, it's you can't be too late at the lane. So when minions arrive, Irelia actually win that laning phase because look, she is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's 6 auto attacks ahead. 6 and you are 0. So what does it mean? It's she gonna get level 2 faster for sure. So you can't be late at the lane because enemy will get advantage. Doesn't matter if this is range or melee, and by the way, in this matchup, she should be super afraid. So here we can note few things. First thing, you can't be too late at the lane because you need to be first, because you need to use as much autos as you can to push and hit level 2 faster. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Second thing we can note here is in matchup versus melee champ, you should super dominate at first levels. So you need to know that's your counter. Assassins most likely counter mages because mages are squishy, mages have no escapes, blah blah blah. But there is a way to actually dominate the assassin. You need to know that every champ in League of Legends has some good and bad moments when he's strong and weak. So melee champion at the mid lane are weak at the first levels, so level 1, level 2, level 3, and they are strong upper, level 4, level 5, level 6, most likely level 6. So if you are late at the lane, you already miss your moment when you could dominating. So how this laning phase should looks like is you should be right here and you should say, no, Mr. Irelia. You are here because I'm the boss and I'm zoning you. So range versus melee matchup works like you are looking for auto attacks, you are looking for Q, and this guy should not even smell fucking Minion.
Okay.
If
really reinforce that pressure to get to level 2 so that they can't even get there.
Yeah, so basically in this elo, in iron, bronze, gold, if you would apply this to this elo and you would stay here, look for autos, look for skills, I'm pretty sure this guy gonna be half HP in 3 seconds. Because people in this elo, as a melee champs, they don't know that they need to play like pussies. They don't know that this is their time to play super defense and only last hit or even lose some minions. So her job is to play uber safe, super safe, and just last hit minions if she can. Your job is to punish her for every time when she will woke up, punish her. Every time when she will last hit, punish her and zone her. That's how you are beating her level 1. She's low HP, you are hitting level 2 and you killing her. So in matchup versus melee champ, you should super dominate at first levels. Poke with auto attacks, skills, and punish her for every time when she will walk up to try last hit minions. But keep in mind to don't go too deep. So what I mean by that, there is a line at the lane. When waves arrive, here is the middle of the wave, here. If you're gonna auto attack from here to here, minions not gonna aggro you. If you will go deeper, so if there is a line and you will go here to try force an auto attack on really deep, when you are auto attacking in League of Legends enemy, minions gonna aggro you. And bad news, those minions are stronger than you. 24 per auto attack. So we have 24, 24, 24. This is more AD than you have. You have only 54. I'm just trying to say that minions are powerful in the in the early game. So minions are doing a lot of damage overall, especially in early, but overall. So keep in mind to don't fight in them. This is creating another advice. So here is a line and you cannot go there, but also this is telling you that you are winning here. Because if you're gonna stay in the minions versus assassin, if he will jump here, he's getting aggro from all those minions, right? So you should keep in mind that minions are doing a lot of HP, and don't go too deep, and also try to position in your minions. Of course, if you are already 0-1 or minus 20 CS's, she don't give a fuck about minions. She's jumping in, stunning you, and you're dying anyway. She don't give a fuck about minions. But right now we are talking about beginning of the game, when no one is ahead, when the game is 50-50, right? But later on, assassins don't give a fuck about minions. So we are talking right now only about the beginning of the game, when she's not ahead yet. So this shouldn't happen. All those minions should be all HP, and you should pushing her. So overall, so I will note maybe here laning phase. So this. In general. So I will note something like in general. Your goal is to poke. Push, poke, plus push to hit level 2 faster and kill him or hard poke him. That's the first goal at the laning phase. That's your first goal. Your first goal. Second goal, in general, your second goal is to don't die. So here, your second goal is to place a good word. Good word, it's here. Only. This is piece of shit word. You need to remember that, and I will explain you why. I will show you something. Give me a second. Doesn't matter what's happening here. I need to go for a moment when you put a word.
Is it to do with the fog of war? Is it like sort of, does that like not show things too late, or?
No, it's about how much this word is giving you. Do you see? You need to know that every jungler who is smart, or even every jungler who not gonna know it, but who gonna do it randomly, can kill you like this.
Yeah, true.
So this word is even worse, because this word is, if this would be at the middle, it would show you like this. But still, every jungler knows that all he need to do is this, and bye bye, Mr. Ziggs. So this word, it's just bad. We are not using these words. We never using these words. Only sometimes. I will tell you why. Right now, you did two mistakes. First mistake, you put a word too late. Second mistake, you misplay this word. So word should be placed into tier T/40. I recommend tier T, and this word should be there. Because jungler gonna go in this way or this way. So here must be a word, and this word is showing you like that. And so left, so it might be, so you have two options, here or here. So this one is showing you like this. This one is showing you like this. So no one can go deeper. No one can go from behind.
Oh, okay. That helps protect top as well.
Yeah, and the same story here. You can place it here, or you can place it here. like just not in the bush. So look, if I would be pushed by her, I let's say I can't go above this lane. Then I can put 2 wards. This one, because I'm thinking like, I'm losing, I have 2 fucking wards, let's use it somewhere. I know this ward is not the best, but it's still better than 0. So then I can use it. So if you are using those wards only if you are getting destroyed. Only if you are super scared to go above this lane. You can place it here, or you can place it like here or here.
Okay, so that's sort of last resort wards.
This one is better because this one will gonna show you like that. Just here in the corner, I would say. And 230 because some of the junglers can already gank in 240. So ward between 230 to 40, it gonna depends how lane gonna looks like. Sometimes you will need few seconds to push the lane and then go forward. Sometimes you will have few minions to last hit and you're not gonna be able to go forward, but max to 40. So your second goal is to place a good ward. Good ward is not in the bush. Plus you need to use first ward max into 40. It's hard to explain which jungler is ganking when you need to know that some junglers can gank 240 and some junglers can gank to, let's say, 3 minutes in the game, 310, 255. It doesn't matter to learning which one want to gank when, because in this elo, Science Diamond, people just don't know kinda what to do in jungle and they can do many pathings. So early ward, 240, 230, we just defend you from all kind of ideas of the jungler, etc.
Okay.
Let's back to the beginning. So here we said you were too late at the lane.
Yeah.
I will also make a mechanic things. Go for auto attacks when melee champ is last hitting. Go use your the best time for poke with Q is when enemy is going for last hit. So when actually not going, sorry, it is important. So when enemy is last hitting. So some people are doing mistake. They see Minion is low and they using Q when someone is going. Then he can dodge you. When here is a Minion and he's doing last hit, he's using his sword to touch this fucking Minion. That is impossible to dodge because his champion is rooted for a second. He's using animation. So when this Minion is right now dying, right now it was perfect time for Q, and you did it. So the best time for poke with Q is when enemy overall with skill shots. It's when enemy is last hitting Minion. So just watch HP of your minions and remember that he will try to last hit. Okay. So here I told you to poke him hard, which was good. Missing this Q was important because this Q was important to shove the lane. She's hitting level 2, that's why you lose half HP here. This was fine, you burn the flash. And right now there is no reason to push, right now. So right now the wave is in good position for you because you are playing versus assassin, which she cannot engage you, and also she have no flash, so Rammus can repeat gank. Pushing right, if you're gonna push lane run right now, you're not gonna give Rammus chance to gank. Plus you will make the lane being longer, and you will let her to jump on you. So freezing means if you would freeze right now, so only last hit minions, she would be afraid to walk up. She will lose some minions because she will be afraid that Rammus is around. if you will push her, you will do a favor for her. You will say, you know what, Irelia, I like you. Take this minion. Take me this minion at the tower, kill me, jump on you, do whatever you want. So no sense to pushing the wave right now. You did it, and right now she is pushing to her. The lane is just longer, and she can do whatever she wants. Don't use that much W. Look at the mana cost. 50 mana cost, and it's easy to hit with Q. 65 mana cost, and the damage is just lower. 70 to an 85. The same here. Look, 70 mana, and it's really hard to hit all bombs. So 40 damage per bomb. When you're gonna hit it, maybe you're gonna hit 2 bombs. So when you're playing the laning phase, most likely I'm using only this. When I need to kill someone. So this is poking, this is defense or killing someone. So this is the biggest damage and this is the lowest mana. Don't try to, so you should be half mana right now, you are low. So at the first levels, the best poke is Q. W/E cost you too much mana, and you can use them only if you want to kill someone or for defense. That's it. So right now you are in really bad position because she's pushing you. That sucks. Plus you have no mana, so
last hit at that point.
Yeah.
So I want the wave to come back to me, but
And here you could die. This is good gank. And right now you should ping him to push. So you need to learn that jungler is not only for ganking. Jungler can also cover you or push the lane with you. So if you would be full mana, he can living and you can push it by yourself. So by living, by his gank, he's covering you. But most likely, if you are HP like this and mana like this, you're gonna be grateful for this gank, not because you like the kill, but because you want to get out of this lane, because you feel like you can die. So sometimes when we're losing the lane, sometimes when we need to base, when is the best base timing? When you push the lane. Of course, Cannon is also good base timing, but the best one is when you push. Then you're not gonna lose anything. So use your jungler not only for ganking, but use your jungler also in terms of guy. Like, man, help me push. So let's say he's doing scuttle, you can ping for help, and probably he not gonna know what you mean because it's iron, and he will gank. But after he gonna gank, you're gonna ping for help, and he will try to push you, and that's what you wanted. And then if this gonna disappear, the wave will move. You will fast base, and you have great base timing. So you can, you can use your jungler to push the. You can ping help your jungler to push the lane with you, so you can base if you need it. That's it. So right now, of course, you should use the pings, asking for assistance, help. You was forced to do it by yourself. That's why the lane get frozen. Okay, she also freeze it. But if you would push it with your Rammus, this would not happen. She would be not able to freeze this lane because Rammus would protecting you. So when you are pushing with the jungler, which is important, he is doing damage, so you are pushing faster, but also he's protecting you. Right now, jungler could gank you. because you are pushing it by your own. And right now, if Ramus would be here with you, you would not let her freeze. If you was forced to do it by your own, what Irelia could do, Irelia could kill this Minion, this Minion, this Minion, leave 3, new wave is arriving, and she's setuping freeze. Freeze is when enemy have more minions. Do you remember when I said slim this wave because the wave is too big?
Yeah.
I said it because it's when the wave is too big, when opponents have way more minions, then the wave is pushing too fast. Let me explain what does it mean. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minions, plus 6 from the fresh wave, versus 6, this 12 versus 6. It means that if this wave would stop here, the 12 gonna destroy 6 so fast. So what this guy would like to do here, if he would be good, he want to set up a freeze here, he want to base, and he want to back at the lane without losing anything. That would be a good freeze. But if he gonna leave 12 versus 6 in this line, the problem is that if he gonna set up it and he will base, the problem is that 12 are too strong. So before he gonna back at the lane, the 12 gonna already destroy 6 and the 12 gonna die from the tower. The freeze is too big, the wave is too big. So if he want to base without losing anything, so with backing at the lane and the wave didn't get destroyed, he need to slim the wave. So if he will kill 1, 2, 3, if he will kill 3 and he will leave 3 plus 6 versus 6, it's 9 to 6. So the wave is smaller, and then this wave, this 9, not gonna kill the 6 that fast. So he can back to the base, he can back at the lane, and the thing is that you lose all the minions, like those 9 kill all those minions, but he's arriving at the lane in perfect timing to kill all those 9. Make sense?
Yeah.
So your mistake here is you didn't make sure that he not gonna freeze. So most likely after pushing the wave, you are going few steps ahead to make sure this guy not gonna tank those minions. Because he can tank, kill those 3, wait for the wave and freeze it here. So if Ramus would be with you, he will also stop him from doing that. Hopefully for you, lucky for you, he was around and he stopped him from doing that. Right now it's too late to pushing this wave with Ramus, because Kindred is around, Ramus is low HP and the wave is too big. So it's hard to push this wave because it's canon. Okay, so you can ping help your jungler to push the lane with you, so you can base if you need it. Next thing here was best base timing is when cannon wave is coming, because it's hard for enemy push this lane. But we're gonna talk about it later on. So you are forced here to base because you fucked up before, but right now it's similar scenario. So Irelia fucked up the wave. Irelia didn't push the wave. Look, let's talk about what Irelia should do, because you can learn from it. So Irelia could punish you for that bad play. So right here, when you back off and Ramus back off, look at Irelia. So
yeah, she should compress the wave.
So she can do two things. She can always push, fast push, so you're gonna lose or you can freeze the wave. I see that she need to freeze the wave because she have no mana to push. Remember, push is always better because you are making enemy lose all minions, and you have good tempo, and you have opportunity for roam, etc. But she have no mana for push, so it will take her so long to push in this wave. She's not able to do it before next wave will arrive. So right now, those minions have more HP than those minions. So where the wave is pushing?
It's off towards her tower, so she shouldn't kill them except for last hit.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So right now she can just base. If she see that these minions have more HP, let's say it's 4 versus 4 and those minions have more HP, she can just base. Because this minion is slowly pushing to her. So she should right now kill one minion to make sure this wave is not too powerful and base. So these minions are destroying those one by one, boom, 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 and she's backing at the lane and she can last hit those. She can last hit those because they didn't die. So she should just don't touch minions and just base. Because the most important thing is she cannot stay. She cannot stay and just last hitting. We can last hitting minions in the freeze when we are full HP, when we are full mana, when we don't want to base. So if you are, so there are two types of freezing. There is type of freezing when you need to base. So you are setuping freeze, which means lane is pushing to you. So this is example number 1. I need to base, so I'm making sure this wave is little bit bigger. So it's pushing to me, I'm basing and backing, I'm last hitting everything. This example number 1. And example number 2 is gonna be you. It's gonna be you when you just back at the lane and you don't want to base. You want to stay at the lane. So you not basing, you can stay and only last hitting. So here, you also want to slim that wave. So you want to kill some of them. So if we have 6 here, we need to have 9 here. Remember that the best freeze is when enemy minions have 3 or 4 advantage. So right now here you should kill me, you should left here like 9. So I'm not counting minions, but I would just kill few of them, like 1 to 3 max, and I would leave the rest. Because right now the wave is too big and it's hard to control big wave. Let me explain you why. Simply, those minions are destroying those pretty fast. So what's gonna happen when they're gonna destroy your minions? You will be forced to tank them for a moment. So if you want to keep the freeze, if those minions, if your minions gonna disappear, you need to tank minions for a moment till your wave will come, right? And the problem is that when the wave is big, this is gonna hurt you. So let's imagine those minions disappear, but the wave is here, the next wave is here, and you need to tank minions for 5 seconds. It's hard. It's gonna be painful for you. You're gonna lose half HP. That's why big wave cannot be too big. But there is also another thing. When Irelia will come and she will see this huge wave, she will say, "Oh, this guy has freeze, but I can broke it, this freeze." So this is called shield. This is called shield / army. So when the shield, this shield for her, of course, when the shield is too big, she can feel safe. So she can get into the freeze and she can say, you know, I don't give a fuck about your freeze. Get the fuck out of this lane. Boom, boom, boom. She will destroy your minions and the freeze is over. So I'm just trying to say that when the wave is too big, she can really feel safe in that. She can, let's say this guy is 0-1, you are 1-0, and how this lane should looks like is she's backing at the lane and she's afraid of you. But the wave is too big, she can feel like, oh, I have a shield, I know you are stronger, but I don't give a fuck, I'm in the minions, I'm gonna kill those minions and I broke your freeze. So when the wave is too big, it's in her favor. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's why you should.
She doesn't feel safe.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you should slim the wave. Then you can tank it, you can control it, and also the wave is not that big, so she cannot feel that safe. That's important. I can note the basics because there is a lot of explanation, there is a lot of things, so it's hard to know those things. But there are kinda 2 types of freeze. First one when you want to set up freeze and base, and second one when you want to stay at the lane. In both cases, the most important is to don't have too big wave. Okay, do you understand it, or any questions?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, you sort of just got to make sure it's only 3 to 4 minion advantage. So that way, any more than that, the damage output is too much, and then you either take it or the tower takes it, so you lose gold and health.
Exactly.
In this sense of, if I was Aurelia in this example, would I be trying to create those shields because I want to put that pressure, or I want to have that safe sort of freeze, or would I just prefer it back on my end? When would you choose a shield over a freeze on your side?
Wait a second. The thing is that you can't really choose. It's just based. So you need to know that wave management is the easiest at the mid lane actually, because the mid lane is the shortest lane, and even if right now I talk about freeze doesn't happen that much like at the other lanes. So when you watch high elo, the freeze happened there really rarely. So this freeze in this game happened because someone fucked up. So you said how to choose between freeze or having a shield. Of course, freeze is always better than having a shield, because freeze means that you create this freeze, and you are a creator, and enemy is fucked up. In terms of having shield, this is called slow push. So I'm not gonna teach you right now about it, but just to let you know that what happened a few seconds ago, this was someone's mistakes. No one really creates it. No one really thinks about it, and no one really creates it. But in League of Legends, we can create this shield. And this is called slow push. And we are not doing it at mid lane, we are doing it only on top or bot, because the wave is bigger, the lane is longer there, and it's just easier, it just make more sense to do it. Slow push in League of Legends, it just means that you are creating this shield, and you are creating bigger amount of minions when you are only last hitting minions. So let's make an example. The wave is at the middle, right? 50-50 waves just arrive, fresh waves, and you are only last hitting. If you are only last hitting and this guy is not at the lane, let's say he's died, his base or something, then you are doing some extra damage to your wave. So you are supporting your wave in damage. Your wave have bigger damage. If your wave have bigger damage, and you are only last hitting, so you are adding little bit damage, you are making a little bit advantage in your wave. So the wave is slowly pushing. And then if you are slowly pushing, the wave is getting bigger and bigger. Because let's say there is first wave, by only last hitting this wave, you make having 4 minions to 0 after killing this wave. When the next wave will arrive, you will make having 5 from the next wave to 0 again, and like the wave is getting bigger and bigger, and the shield is getting bigger and bigger, and then you are getting into the tower, and this wave is shielding you, and this not letting enemy to contest that, this not letting enemy to get into you, and this is actually letting you to go for plates if you are ADC, go for roam, or go for base. So after a slow push, players can use it for taking plates as ADC because there is a lot of minions, so you have a lot of time. You can use it for base because you have a lot of time because there is huge wave. You can use it for deport or you can use it for roam. But it's not happening at the mid lane even in higher elo. I just told you that just to let you know, but slow push it's not working at mid lane. At the mid lane we are using only 2 types of wave management: freeze and fast push. In League of Legends we have 3. We have freeze, fast push and slow push. At the mid lane we are using only freeze or fast push. Freeze when you freeze just to deny enemy from few minions, just to let him lose few minions till he will back at the lane. Fast push when you just want to fast push the lane and base, fast push and roam, fast push and deep ward, fast push and take Drake, etc. So it's less complicated at the mid lane. Make sense?
Yeah, easy. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. By the way, what time is it? Because as you see, even if I noted your problems, I still didn't touch them because I'm really focused on teaching you League of Legends step by step. Just to make sure you're gonna winning laning phase first, and then we're gonna talk about the rest, right? That's how you can learn League of Legends. That's the only way. So we're gonna finish soon. So I will add here some notes about shot calling, and that's gonna be it. Anyway, there is already a lot of things. So I also note in the live coaching things like best timing is when cannon wave is coming, because it's hard for an enemy to push the lane. So I mean that it's at the beginning it's really hard for low elo players, because you need to just feel when this wave will arrive. You need to know that cannon is coming at the lane every 3rd wave. So one normal wave is coming, you are destroying it. Second is coming, you are destroying it, and right after second you are basing, because the 3rd cannon is coming. So that's what
is that different from the top and bottom? Where is it every 2nd wave for top and bottom? Or?
No, I mean, what do you mean? Like every?
Does it just invert between normal then cannon for top and bottom? Or
I mean, what do you mean top and bottom? Every lane have the same minions.
Okay. Yeah. I just didn't notice that. I was just checking.
Okay. So the minions the waves are the same at the every lane. So
cool.
Here is coming first normal, you killing it. Second normal, you killing it, and right after second normal, fast base. As fast as you can. So you want to fast push at the second wave. Like, first one doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want, but it's important to fast push second wave. So because if you're gonna fast push it, you can save some extra seconds, right? And then you are basing right after. Good when you're gonna do it and you're gonna back in here and the cannon gonna be at your tower, you're gonna feel that this was good when you're gonna be in time to last hit cannon. Whenever you're gonna back in and you're gonna be able to last hit cannon, it means it was good call or good recall. It was fast recall. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. What else I note here? Stick to the safe zone. Position yourself to the side where you have a ward on your jungle. That's important. Sticking to safe zone. Always keep in mind at the minimap where is safe zone and where is danger zone. So safe zone and is danger zone. What is important is position yourself on the side where you have a ward or your jungler / player. This is what people are not thinking about. Sometimes we have no ward, but we can still we still know where is safe zone, right? So it's important to keep in mind where is safe zone and is danger zone. Try to avoid all. What I try to note here? All ins. It should be like this or like this. I'm not sure. Like I just mean that all ins, like when you're playing versus Zed, Irelia, try to avoid all-ins. Remember that assassin champs are focused on all-inning, when Ziggs is focused on poking and playing with range. Mid late game not much. Is good that I didn't even note more, because today we just gonna focus on laning phase and mechanics. Pretty simple thing. Go for AA when melee champ is last hitting. The best time for poke is kill shot. Okay, I told you it already at the first levels, and yeah, I already told you that. Yeah, so this is it. Actually, we talk about wave management. We talk a little bit about shot calling. For sure, about shot calling, I can note last thing. Ping all your thoughts. That's like a general advice for shot calling, for pinging. Whenever you know, whenever you feel, whenever you guess, ping it. Don't be scared that you are wrong. Just ping all things. The most important one, when you are not with the team, spam ping them to be careful. It must be habit. You need to create that habit. You are not with the team, pinging, guys, I'm not there. Back off. Yeah, that's it. Any questions?
I think not immediately. I think that makes sense. So you just recommend, is there any slight changes to what you've said today if I was to use Lux, as that would be the other one you recommended, trainer main? Would that be, as she has a root in her kits, would that change any difference in the laning phase, or is it the same basic principles that you've mentioned here?
Almost the same. All the things sweet, but in terms of, so I told you in this coaching to poking only with Q. About Lux, it's gonna be really similar. So Lux is gonna be poke all the time with E and autos if you can. Of course, don't force autos in the range matchup, because sometimes we cannot using it. But if you can, go for it. So poke all the time with E and autos. Also to use your passive. Also to use passive, and you can go for Q when you want to kill him / poke or / win a trade. So I'm just saying that poking is the basic. Poke with E. But sometimes when we want to poke him even harder, why not to go for full combo? So let's say I'm facing Zed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm Lux. And I just saw that Zed used his combo. He used his shadow, his E and his Q. And he missed that. He didn't hit me. It's all miss. He fucked up. Why to not go right now with all my full combo? So the basic at the lane is just that, like dancing, poking, poking. But when I feel like I can, I'm pretty sure I can win that trade. Why to not go for full? So yeah. Poking is something different than trading, because poking means I'm doing 100 damage for 0. That's poking. That's why I told you keep poking with Q. It's for free. But when trading, it's something like, I know what you have, I know what I have, and I know it's good moment to win the trade. So I'm gonna win, let's say 300 damage for 100. Because I have 3 abilities up, and you have only 1 up. It's called playing around abilities. Playing around cooldowns. So that's the difference between poke and winning trades. I would suggest to poking all the time with Ziggs and Lux, with E and with Q on Ziggs. On E on the Lux and with Q on the Ziggs. But if you are pretty sure you can win the trade, you can try to hit Q on the Lux and then go for Q out attack, E out attack, and get out. Because the root is gone, and it's his turn, so you should back off after using your 2 skills. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, I will also note you that. So poke all the time. You can go for Q when you want to kill him, and here, like poke, you should poke all the time just to deal for example 100 for 0, but if you know that you can win the but you can also go for trade if you are sure about winning it. For example, enemy have no skills, so play around enemy skills.
Okay.
And
yeah,
make
smart.
sure to fight him when he uses it for minion. You with him miss or something. Yeah, that's it for today. What do you think about this lesson?
Easy. No, it was lovely. Thank you. It's really helpful, and I'll play more ranked games and try and learn from that and see how it goes.
Nice. So let's schedule the next lesson then.